Okay, so this should be... Alright, should be live now. I'm gonna double check that. So sorry if there's a little bit of echo that ends up coming through here. Okay, so this should be... Alright, should be live now. I'm gonna double check that. So I think I'm good. Let's make sure chat's open. So I'm gonna host this. Since I don't have anyone watching at the moment, I am probably just gonna host it publicly.
Welcome!
Basically, there's nobody to actually give it to, but if anyone does happen to join in chat, I will start inviting you guys into lobbies and we can go join them. So, I need to head out, or no, I need to recruit members. I'm gonna do... row. Do that. And there's not going to be a password, so if you see this, feel free to join. And now I'll just see how long this takes to fill up, though it'll probably fill up pretty quick, as this is one of the rarer treasure groves to find. Though I don't know how long it takes to populate a lobby, because I haven't done one of these before. Just for the moment, go... I actually don't know if it'll let me do these. I guess I can't set up some of these things while I'm waiting. Can we do it while we're waiting? I want to go double check that because I feel like maybe I did something wrong. Oh, so I finally got somebody. Maybe my whole party's full now? Oh, we're gonna head out now. I think. Head out. RB, right? I have to be over here. We gotta wait for our last team member to get ready. So now we can finally head out. But yeah, this is just kind of a random godfish I got because I need to fish a godfish for one of the recipes I wanted to craft. Do fishing. That's kind of the whole thing for this dungeon, is we're just gonna have to do a bunch of fishing. I'll try to grab the aging altar on the way down, because for whatever reason I randomly have one of those. Oh, currently we got some random games over here. I hope this chest gives me some more of the treasure grove saplings, because I'm kind of low on those at the moment. Okay, there we go. So we're just gonna get these fish. Got a random sneak fish from that. And this room has a bunch of rocks in here, which I don't really care about, so I'm just gonna head past it. Although, if they're struggling, we'll help them out.
There! There!
Stands out, it's bugged out. We just need to get on this fish.
Yo!
Over here somewhere. There we go. Now we get our big fish shadows there. Hopefully something interesting. So we got a hot spring green. I don't know if I've gotten one of those before. And then we just head out of here. And we go down to the second floor. Just please give me something interesting. Yeah, white butterfly. Alright, can I like one-shot them all? I think I do want to try out Hunter next because I was watching or looking at the corn item, and it looked like in order to get the corn stick or whatever it was, you needed to probably not be on World or Wizard because I couldn't find a way to deal enough damage to the training dummy without probably switching classes because it just didn't seem worth the damage. We got a random pufferfish. I go check this room. Oh, that's the exit, so that's not where we want to go at the moment. Oh wait, actually that is where we want to go, never mind. I thought we had to do more than that. Just go down and do another fishing floor. Just try to beat the lizard without aggroing it. I gotta figure out what the Hunter class does to do a stupid amount of damage. Assist out with this fish whenever they land it.
Yo!
Sweet spot turned out to be like one hop compared to the left of opposite. I don't know, it seems to be kind of easy to find the fishing sweet spot usually the opposite side. And I think that's it. We gotta go to the next area. It's the last fish over here. I'll just reveal that on the map, but we don't need that because there's just nothing over there. Although I did intentionally kind of try this on a lower difficulty because I didn't really want to try to catch a godfish on max level. Especially because it's more likely we can guarantee higher rewards from doing it on a lower level like this. Alright, so our sweet spot is going to be over here somewhere. And now I gotta go run all the way to the teleportation floor. Lizards keep teleporting in front of me and slowing me down. though overall, I mean, it's not too far away. Although I think it'd be a little faster if I was on Hunter once again, which probably means I should just pick Hunter up soon. It's just gonna take a lot of leveling to get the Hunter class up to any usable state. At least for some of the later game content I'm currently trying to do. Although, getting a really good item will get them most of the way there. If I got all the lizards on me. Yeah, I do think so with the weapons though, and assuming you can, I think the elemental weapons are pretty much better than extra anything. Oh, instantly on the right spot, that's good. Got the love trout. And okay, we don't know where the exit is. I don't think the exit's in here, so time to go check where player 4 is going. As I would assume the exit's over this way. Or not, it's just a dead end. Go check up here. Gar. Just grab his chest and hopefully get something good. I think I needed ancient coral, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, so I guess the the next room is gonna be in the one room I haven't. Oh wait, no, we still I guess need the Italian room, but we still don't know where the exit is. Now we want to go look for the exit, which is probably the one area I haven't checked yet. So we gotta find another Eternian Perfect. If we get lucky, it's just gonna be this, like, first fish right here.
Yo!
Yeah, I think basically I need this god fish so I can get the pickaxe fully crafted. Oh, we got a statue in here, I want to grab that. Goddess has protected the world for time immemorial. As gratitude, many have written tales of her holy labors. I simply must know more. Could you please read me a red thing? So we gotta find, like, the red secret text. Honey applique. No clue what that does, but I'll have to look into that one at some point. And then after this, we'll go to the aging altar. Which, might as well just try aging my staff on there and seeing what I get on a time weapon. go over and do this one.
Yo!
Yeah, I gotta sort out farming at some point because my luck has been absolutely terrible for farming because I've been trying to get a lot of farming stuff to happen, and generally when I'm trying to do it, I don't get much of anything. And I've been like trying to get some of the boss farming items for a while now. I don't even know if I'm gonna do this. Apparently my fishing is horrible, or co-op has weird scaling. I still need to craft a better fishing rod after this. Lovely getting there. Then again, I know that this I think is kind of bad compared to some of my other stuff because it probably should be closer to 20k if I had the best fishing rod I could currently crafted. We're slowly making it there. Surprisingly, we haven't gotten that turning in purple companion yet. And I didn't get it either, so apparently it activated. I am confused. There's either some latency going on, or I don't know. I'll go into the aging altar. And time to go put my step in there. Maybe I can find it. Let's go filter to 4-star stuff, so, or I guess 5-star stuff, so we can just put something in here to make it really powerful really quickly. I got a bunch of these, just use those. We'll bury the tree staff in time. Hopefully I get something interesting out of that. So, make sure everyone's off the altar. Yeah, I don't know what P3 is doing, but I don't want to pull them out of here while they're still doing stuff. So it looks like everybody's good, maybe. Yes. Just go do the boss room, so we don't have to do farming. Or I guess the monsters in the boss room. Check what I have equipped, because I don't know what staff I put on. Just using the rented staff and doing the melee damage than I should be doing. That's probably what I'm using at the moment. Okay, let's go equip something else. Yeah, let's put on the water one. I mean, I could have a better one on, of course, but that one should be good enough. The only sad thing is this isn't going to be a perfect age because it's only, what, 700 years? I already defeated most of the enemies that I got. Like, I think most of us can kind of just defeat these enemies on our own, so It's not too crazy. But like when I was doing the solo one, I had to beat like 40 some enemies that took absolutely forever. Might as well go head over there, although... Yeah, I think the issue is if I go over there, they're gonna just have the last two enemies killed, and then we can move just on. Then I can just select to switch back to fishing, and then we'll go fight the boss fish next. I do want to go hit by that, but I want to go grab the chest up there. Okay, Coral. I'm like hoping to get the road theft or anything because I think most of these things can be used. Not the find the goddess statue because the saplings get lucky. Actually, I'm gonna help them first. Wow, that's a lot of We got some random swimming cactus thing. I guess I'll just go do the goddess statue while they get the initial catch. We got some nice Eureka essence, so we can do the improvised crafting and maybe craft something for So now we gotta go find our way out, which is hopefully just over here. And now we're on the godfish, which hopefully whoever lands the last hit on it gets an extra one, and then we can just maximize our rewards. Fish is slowly going for it. Nice. Nice already precision spot is always nice. Although it's probably moved at least once. Despite some of my teammates having really high level fishing stuff, probably gonna hit him enough times. Find our sweet spot again. Sweet spot is over here somewhere. So yeah, I didn't want to land it there because somebody at least got us the excellence. So we get Godfish Moss. We should get two Godfish and two Godfish Moss, which is kind of what you want to do if somebody can hit that excellent, because it'll do a whole lot more drops than if you fail to hit the excellent. Next, we'll see how the next one goes. And if anyone who's watching right now wants to try to hop in, you can do that once I probably close this lobby. I'm not entirely sure how this works. They say thanks, but I want to let other people have a turn. I also have no clue what random thing I'm gonna end up getting. Stop recruiting. I think just end session, that's probably what I want to do. Actually, I should also look into seeing if there's a better fishing rod I can craft. But before that, we'll go replant this. So we need to dig this up. So let's go see what happens when we aged a true time weapon. Is that critical damage? +5 critical hit damage. It's not too impressive, but also that wasn't like the most amazing age you could do because we aged to 700 years and they do a whole lot higher. I could just do a 900 years one and see how that goes. Also have no clue how that affects for multiplayer, but I don't know, might as well go for it. What did I get? So we got a Kaiser Pumpkin, which I probably need to beat at this point. I might as well do that. Although, I guess before I host this, let's go see if I can get a... better fishing rod. Okay, rainbow fin, magma ingot. Honestly, because of how cheap this is, at least for me at the moment, I mean, I think the true version's going to be very expensive, but I think I'll do that, although, I don't know, I'll craft that and then I can evaluate based on whatever the number is, if that's worth keeping and using something else. I guess also before I do that Kaiser Pumpkin one, I want to make sure that I actually need to do that. Okay, so now we should be able to craft the pickaxe, or not the pickaxe, the fishing rod of time. And then we'll go get the true pickaxe, or fishing rod of time, and hopefully we can craft that, but it's probably going to require something I have not ground out yet, so I'll just at least know what the requirements are. And we got sweet spot damage and Triggerfish Harvester. Sounds pretty decent. Probably be a little better to get something other than that Triggerfish Harvester one, but we got what we got. But this is my current best fishing rod, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, if I'm fishing in rivers, that's probably pretty decent, but most of the time I'm not going to be fishing in rivers, most likely, so go replace that with something else at some other point, although there's no point in me trying to replace that at the moment, because this fishing rod's probably not going to be around very long. Okay, we got the true rod of time now. And from that, what does that cost? Vine Log, Legendary Dawnhorn, and Poseidon's Fin, so I need another fish. Well, maybe I'll just spend all the fish, or the replants, unless we land something cool. Because if we get something cool with that replants, then we can run that instead. Although, and I mean, oh, I didn't want to explore. Kaiser Pumpkin. The more I'm thinking about that, it's probably not worth doing on a year 1000. So, let's just try this again. Although I should probably try like year 700 or something. I don't think I need that at the moment. Let's actually move it down to year 700 just so I don't get stuck trying to do something I can't easily do. So giant mandrake, I don't think I need that. Please get the swordfish. Stone Golem. I think we could get that elsewhere, so we'll just replant that. Oh, okay, so I am going to do this one because Heart of Darkness is a little rare. I'll just go explore together. And do online. Do the island. I feel like you can just go straight from over there, but no. Enter a keyword up to 6 digits or letters. I don't know, we can just do... we'll do dark and see if that does anything. Wait, do I have a space in there? No. I don't know if that keyword will make things easier for you guys to find it, or if that's just there. We had anyone typing in chat, or more of you would probably use a password and then limit it down to who can actually make it in. But yeah, if I wanted to go farm legendary drops, I just have to go farm a bunch of those legendary dons. Which, it's possible that's just gonna take a while. And I gotta craft this at some point, but the onion skin takes forever to get, so that's not happening. Oh nice, we finally got somebody. Like, don't have an icon. I'll give it a little bit longer. I guess worst case scenario, I just head out with one other person. So now we're up to 2. Hopefully we'll get that third one relatively quickly here. Okay, so we got our third member finally. Now once everyone readies up, we can go head down. Although, currently still need to, because we're still waiting on one of our team members to get ready. Okay,
Oh.
nice. Now we can head in. Nice Heart of Darkness to utilize, just because this is one of those rare ones, and might as well grab it. Yeah, we'll just do the logging floor, because that's the only option here, and then we can always switch over to a different one. Try to get our Internian fruit out, so this is nice. This can be pretty quickly done if we get lucky. Oh, the one thing I will say is I do not like how lucky multiplayers. The true accident. That's just I'm getting a little confused from there. I hit it, and sometimes the sweet spot is the other down sweet spot. Down pretty quickly, especially compared to try to do a year 900 one solo, and the trees just take absolutely forever to break. And when it doesn't give you the Eternian fruit or even kind of fun, it just takes forever. Excellent hit and lost. Nice. Surprised we didn't get an Eternian fruit. There must be a bunch of trees on here. We got 3 more in this room. We're gonna like go into another room. There's gonna be like 3 more. Get a nice luminous darkwood tree. Surprised that that snake didn't hit me at all. No, this is probably like the most valuable thing to find out here outside of maybe the giant tree. It really was. And even then I think the giant tree down this one is like the final boss, so it's the most valuable thing you can get when you just don't want to do. Excellent. Nice, that was the final floor. It's like for a second there thinking it wasn't just because of the way it landed to be, because there's 2 of them. I picked up a bunch of items and it didn't pop up right away. And now we get our first mining floor. Looks like we're gonna have to do fishing for at least 1 floor yet. And, oh, there's the chest. I wanna grab that. There's basically nothing in here. Grab that, so Redex stone. Would be more useful if there wasn't kind of an exploit to get a bunch of Redex stones, like there is at the moment. Get this magic ore, also like well, I don't know if it's the rarest ore, but I think it's the most valuable when you can get it down here, just because it's magic ore is kind of rare. I think there's a specific spot you can farm these. X crystal. Although I keep getting the mysterious slates from that, so I'll have to go investigate. I guess mining stuff for that. Yeah, it's the enemy drop rates that are some kind of that for that. Good get stamina. Okay, sorry, so we saw somebody else's buttons. Is that snake and egg grow? Yes, it is. So we'll just try to keep the snake away from our team. Now we gotta help them mine these snakes. Yeah, I always feel like it's like there's like typically on a rock like this, there's like 2 different spots, like, and then everyone will be clumped up on the same 2 spots for whatever reason. And sometimes we're lucky for them all be clumped up in the same spot. We'll help player 2 out. I think they've done a couple stones all by themselves. So that's clearly not the way, so looks like we're gonna do a little bit of backtracking. Now we get to go into the next mining floor. Let's just do that one. Doesn't really matter which one we do yet. That'd be a lot for our teammates.
There! There!
Please give me back to it. Keep like the same as hers. Nice. No, yeah, I still need to go fight a bunch of those King Down Mollies so I can go craft my true pickaxe this time now that we have Godfish Moss. It's dead end room. Let's go help them out, as I don't know if I can actually mine these solo without diamonds. I think a lot of the times I'm relying on my teammates to give me stamina when I'm solo. Really? Because the beetle disrupting everything you're trying to do? Oh, I just another one. Okay, the beetle's out, so now we can properly help out mining this fossil without having to get disrupted. Get this fossil and then we'll go to that copperstone. I'm still missing 2 enemies in this game, which I think are exclusive to the Treasure Grove. I gotta figure out how they're doing all that damage. Unless it really is just a level thing. That's like almost means there's a whole lot more, or at least it's more than likely possible to do a whole lot more damage than what I'm currently capable of doing. Actually, better just go on the Y button. I guess mine may not be because I need to invest in it more. Oh, we're stuck fighting a random dancer. And now I go out my team out. Sweet spot. They keep spamming this one, so I don't know. Maybe I need to look into the spamming Y must actually be better if everyone's doing it. Rock room, and then we can choose farming, or we can choose another rock room, and then we can finally do fishing. Well, I suppose spamming Y might only be better if you have it maxed out, and I clearly don't have that maxed out because I'm only using tier 1 of 3 for it. Gotta fight a bunch of sandbirds now. Getting close. Like my black hole attack does some serious damage.
There.
Look at this random how to watch. Right, B, and I got another one. And Beetle, which they're just kind of wipe everyone out, and then find an ore. I do want to try this, if this is actually better. I feel like it'd be better if my charge time wasn't so bad. I feel like... Oh yeah, I definitely have the wrong one. Yeah, that was better. Okay, so everyone's heading over this way, so the other pretty much is to lead to basically nothing. Get some stamina. Nice. Now we gotta mine the ancient fossil. Hopefully with the egg and everything. And we just got that, so now time to move on to the next thing. If we had any staggering around to us, which is always good. Nice, so now we gotta go figure out where the exit is, which... Did we check over here? Oh, that was the wrong place. Yeah, I guarantee that's the wrong way, otherwise I'd have at least one of my teammates heading over there, so... Going to here. And then after this, we'll be stuck doing a fishing one. Then hopefully once, I don't know, I replant it, I get some interesting fish, or preferably the Poseidon swordfish. So that's the one I need to craft a better fishing rod. To do this one. Honestly, I should do the charge wide packs. Oh, I need to upgrade that so charge time is faster. So I can go upgrade something once we're done with this. Hopefully.
Yo! Yo!
Okay, got a statue. Thing. Oh nice, we got 3 treasure bird saplings. That's basically exactly what we wanted. I think that refunds almost everything I spent getting this one. And now we got to do our fishing. Which should go a little better than the previous dungeon. That one didn't go very well, but also I didn't really have an endgame fishing rod crafted. So I don't think I've crafted a fishing rod since I got heroic fishing.
Yo!
Gotta go find our sweet spot. Finally find it right as soon as we're pulling the fish out.
Yo! 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 Yo!
Sweet spot is hopefully we can... Yes, I wonder if this is better to start pulling in multiplayer. No fish over here. And we'd go back room and then turn left.
Yo!
And we're gonna go grab the goddess statue. Stoops. Did you hear that? Okay, so we got a dirty fruit. And more saplings.
Yo!
And what the other fishes. Oh, that was. Oh no, we got one more fish. Probably up. Here. Yeah.
Yo!
So yeah, I think that's just faster than seeking out the multiplayer because every teammate's counteracting that from going down. Meanwhile, in single player, like, if you try doing that, it just doesn't work because, well, I guess it does if you get really lucky, but if it doesn't, or you don't find that spot right away and you just keep spamming the pull for fishing, then you just don't get there. I'm just going to here. Because sometimes those combat rooms take a very long time. I do wonder what the maximum treasure trove return is per treasure trove if you did every floor, but it's probably not worth doing that due to just how time intensive it would be. So I guess that'll really follow this one. None of the enemies can grow. Because there were, I think, all aggressive enemies. And Corn decided to attack somebody.
There!
We'll say, because of how... Why can I not get on? Finally. Rock didn't want me to mine it for whatever reason. I didn't want to do that. Come back before going up there and aggroing one of the trees on them. And it looks like our teammate may have aggroed on the trees on them. Looks like they have their super up, so they got all the stuff this one.
There!
Just let our teammate take out the thorn.
There!
find the copper one, and we'll finally go into the next floor. And let's go check over here. Do another mining floor because it's kind of the only option. Then we do a monster floor, and then we're on the Heart of Darkness. Don't like that Prizel has activated the warp circle thing pops up where it loaded in. Rather, it just either pop up because I'm the one who did it, or it pops up before. We guessed that correctly. I think there was 2 options there for playing. Nice, 5 Redux stones is nice. That's just a full weaponry trap.
There! There!
Go back to streaming Y. That seems to be the technique. Nice, we got an excellent. I'm magic cards because I'm like constantly low on magic cards because I haven't looked into our the dark gems. Funny. And now I need to like just turn this into a wall. Okay, platform, please give us the Eternian fruit so we can move on. Yeah, got lucky, so I'll do this one, although this one should be kind of our Eternian fruit, so we check this way. Turns out to be the correct one for whatever reason. And go down to our monster floor. And now we just gotta kind of wipe out all of the monsters. I might level up my map. Really nice. I like technically be trying to do these any higher level floors. And then I'll put like tighter restrictions on just enjoying properly. And even then, I kind of prefer to have all the true uptime used for doing multiplayer between 999
There! There! There!
The one benefit of like single player is substantially less laggy when playing. Although I guess the like technically could be due to the fact that we have somebody from Japan in here and we're just got a bunch of latency because we're waiting to send them data and waiting to receive data from them. But, we don't have any of that lag with doing it solo issues. Let anyone else get an opportunity to get loot, and you have to do everything, so like mining a tree takes way longer and mining more. So, despite there being a little lag, this is probably more worth doing it than just doing a bunch of solo runs. And now we finally get our Heart of Darkness. This charge is might. We can level this up, so I'm not using as much stamina I'm trying to do. Nice salt and stone. And that's the only thing. These aren't like the most important things for me at the moment, but they're definitely worth doing just because it's the only place, as far as anyone is aware, that you can get the Heart of Darkness at the moment. And now go try and queue up the next one. Getting those extra treasure grove saplings. Part of me always wants to do rank 900 just because if I get an aging altar, but also it's like kind of painful to do a year 900 one with an aging altar. Nope, that is not a dragon tree. I do not want to do that. We can go farm those whenever we want. These give me an interesting fish. Also go farm that whenever I want. And I can't farm that whenever I want, but also I don't really want to be farming at the moment. Yeah, that's a golden swordfish. This is interesting though, because I think I can go farm dark slates with that. But the golden swordfish is not what I'm looking for. Hopefully I get it within these last couple here. Random tree, earth. Honestly, I think I should have removed some of these from the pool, as most of those early ones are kind of irrelevant. Please be... that's not what I wanted. Like a very small pool of things that are actually rare for this because it's Treasure Grove exclusive. I guess we could do the Kaiser Pumpkin, although I might go into single player for that. Hey. do I even need to do for farming? Armored onion. I do need to do a Kaiser pumpkin. So we don't actually have anyone in here. Might be worth trying to farm out saplings, although I'm gonna go check the multiplayer hosting and see if anyone random's hosting stuff.
Thanks.
I currently don't have anything very useful.
Welcome.
Advanced search. I think ideally, because I need, if I want to craft my better pickaxe and to do fishing, this one could be worth doing, but refresh and instead did that. Gotta be more than just a mandrake. Like, a lot of these kind of just farm. Sadly, I don't think I can join this. Now I gotta go figure out how to level my fishing all the way up to like rank 80 so I can start joining some of these. And with like this, what do you want? Any life required 90 and up, so I just need to get a life to level 90, I guess. But I guess if I'm gonna like start leveling,
Need something,
what?
eh?
Can we get stuff with XP up? Elemental attack. Crafting, gathering, magic, attack, HP, status effect. I'll buy a couple of these because these would probably be worth looking at. Critical evasion skills. Dodge drop rate plus skills. We don't want dodge, we want just drop rate plus. Oh wait, that is just a
Need
trip.
something, eh? Alrighty.
Yeah, maybe we'll do the
Need
roast of
something,
bludgeon real
Come
quick,
back soon.
which I think involves me going to the depths.
Need
Again.
something, eh?
XP up. That's the other thing to look for. Yeah, I don't know if there's an
Need
XP up
something,
one.
eh? Come back soon.
Despite you being able to get XP up. Let's see if I can upgrade anything. I think at this point it's just going to be worth getting that. And eventually Orebuster 3. Off being able to do that. Would buy this, but I did remember reading some post-it somewhere that somebody ran into issues with that, and I don't want to run into issues myself. Magician, we can finally get this, which is gonna be nice to have on all lives. Probably should justify leveling something else, but if I need rank 90 plus on at least one life, Magician's my closest life there. So just stick with that. sadly for drop rate, we're just gonna be stuck trying to get that, and then we'll probably craft one of the better frying pans just to make sure I can actually get excellent when crafting those. We're down to B3 and try to get the Chimera out, and then hopefully I can get that Chimera and then do that. And then we'll also have to go kill a couple of the Taurus guys, which is the same guy you get my current equipment mount on. But yeah, basically, I had to farm out a couple of their pieces for their meat for some cooking relating item to get it, or to basically bump your cooking from expert to master, and I ended up getting the mount to drop while doing that. You actually want to turn right here and not go down that way. For this game. And then actually it's over here.
There! There!
And I need this Chimera to drop meat. And then once I get the meat, I gotta go hopefully get the cows really quickly.
There!
Please drop your meat. Nice. There's our monster meat. The Taurus spawn down here at all? Spent too much time looking. I don't know if they do, I don't know where they spawn. Though I at least know I can run into them over here, and then if we need to set up a refresh point, I go mining, or I go into the Swollen Island and go deep into the training area, although that may be what we do, because we got one over there now. Go over here. I mean, this is not where I got my mount. I got my mount by just fighting the same one over and over and over again in the training cave. Or, no, Cave of Trials. This is just a new spot really deep in the cave. I think it might be B3. And the cow just keeps spawning there. And to keep this cow spawning again, we just keep refreshing it like this, and eventually the cow will spawn. Okay, so thank you for clarifying that the Orbuster is strong, so yeah, I need to invest into that. We are getting, hopefully, this legendary feast on here. And I give that to Trip, and then I can finally get that Trip up, okay. Okay, Taurus, give us your monster meat, or whatever your meat's called. Yeah, sadly this just takes a while, and hopefully when I get the drop rate bumped up, this will start dropping more frequently. I should look into where the best spot is to go farm the the Umber Runners or whatever. And one of the runners has a mount that you can get.
Yo!
Still not getting the meat. Yeah, I think... Yeah, if we don't get one in a couple of attempts, I might set it up so every time we go through the door we fight one, because then we're saving a little bit of time, although arguably it's probably not worth setting that up.
Go ahead.
Because we waste a lot of time getting over there. If I get lucky, I might be able to just do it. Yeah, for stuff like this, it'll be so worth having higher drop rate. Because with higher drop rate, oh, we finally got it. But yeah, with the higher drop rate, likely it'll only take, I don't know, I think since the drop rate buff is like up to like 400 or 500%, it'll probably just happen in the first attempt. But it'd be substantially faster to start farming these drops that have very low drop rates. And now before I craft this, I want to evaluate what the cooking stat is, because I don't want to have to go farm out these resources again. So that's 810. Do we have an example? I'm gonna go see if I can get the cooking stat higher, but I think we'll... Yeah, since this doesn't look like it overlaps in any negative way, we'll try crafting this one first, and then we'll craft the Legendary Feast. But I think I want to craft a better frying pan before we attempt that. So, we have one that doesn't require monster meat. That's 330, and what's this one? I think we'll just go with the frying pan of time, despite it being slightly worse than this, but I don't want to have to go farm another monster meat out, so... Go get this, we get a better frying pan, and then I don't have to worry about... Or hopefully I don't have to worry about messing up. Because the goal is to avoid having to recraft that and have to farm back up monster meat. And now we can go craft this, and yeah, I think outside of this, everything here, Smelting Fang is the only thing that's somewhat annoying to get, and that's mostly because basically you gotta fight like the Fire Sabertooth, but I think it has to be the boss one on the map, because I kept fighting the ones from the events and it just wasn't dropping it. Although if I get my drop rate up, maybe we'll notice that it starts dropping it, or it'll just be very apparent that it doesn't drop it. I'll probably also post a video on that soon, because I don't think I've done that one yet. That's probably an item that's missing. Okay, so now we can go finish that. Let's go equip our better cooking item, and then after we get our cooking item equipped... Going the wrong way. I'll probably need to go get my companions out and make sure they have the best stuff they can have, because I probably just made it so I need to shift one of those items onto a companion. And I hope here's the cook I have equipped, and I also hope this other one is the cook I have equipped.
We're the perfect flavor combination.
Go double check that beforehand. So if you and you. We don't have Nami equipped. We're not doing desserts, so we definitely want to keep Alan. So we gotta go get Alan. And where are you?
New culinary
Down here.
delights await us.
So let's go equip them. Potentially with better gear. And get you anything better? I think both of those are about the same. We'll look at our cooking stat. We'll do a test cook just to make sure it's actually going to happen. And then actually I should also, because I think we leveled up. Blacksmithing doesn't matter, but if I leveled up cooking at all, I want to make sure my points are spent. I have a lot of cooking points to spend. I'll just go into these, despite, I mean, some of the other areas will of course make things easier, but I want to guarantee the highest level of cooking. And I guess also, XP is good, it's not the most helpful for what I'm attempting to do at the moment, but if I have to level up cooking, we're going to want as much XP as possible, so maybe I should maximize that too here. I think that's all the XP ones I can get at the moment. Yeah, 'cause these are, I mean, those are limit increases, which are of course always nice, but XP is kind of better for maximizing our results if I have to do any serious amount of farming. And now we'll do our test craft on this thing, and then if this goes well, we'll actually do that one. Which I'll have to see. This seems a little iffy, so I might actually need to get companions a better thing yet. Or just a level cooking in general. Fix that, because they have a lot of time by not actually doing the ones that require you to press a bunch of buttons, or throwing, so we're gonna switch characters and hopefully land our thing.
I'll prepare you a
Take you to
distant
finish
diner.
everything off because I feel like the tap ones are very hard to excellent unless you have some points into there to give you more time or to reduce the total amount of taps you have to do, so good job. Okay, so I do not clear the check, so it's a good thing I didn't actually try to craft it there. The only issue is, I think in order to clear the check, I'm gonna need to go sort out how to get a bunch more points into this. Yeah, I can't do that one yet, but I can just keep cooking stuff, hopefully. Still need to do that of better quality. Just need to keep an eye out that we don't spend any resources here that we absolutely need. I mean, I think I can do the mustard, but that's about it. We'll try this one. Gotta keep getting our things higher, and then we'll try crafting one of the other ones again, and hopefully make the check. if we make the check for this, I think that means we're getting there, but we still might have a way to go. Stir that.
Haven't cooked like this in a while.
Use that so we don't run out of time, dude. That's really what's gonna happen there. Great work again. Although at least it's top quality, so that's good. I think it means we're getting somewhat closer to the check. Leveled that up. We can't get any more until we spend some points. Improves ability to cook meat, seafood, and egg dishes. So likely we want that. So, what does this cost? There's a situation where I don't know what the quality expectation is, so I'm not sure I should do that. Have to find the fizzle of tuna. We don't need the Giga Shrimps, do we? Yeah, we'll do this one as well, and then hopefully this puts us up close enough. Just mostly want to have to mitigate having to go far more resources to me to check on one of these. Use the ability here so we don't have to do the more advanced ones. For whatever reason, it seems like my cooking is kind of bad compared to my blacksmithing or carpentry. But then again, it kind of makes sense that it's bad. I haven't invested as much into here. Yeah, we're only level 42. Slowly getting the points up, and I still need at least one more level before I even want to attempt that. Okay, so that's 800. This is 810, so likely I am very close to being able to do this. That's a definite don't do yet. You know, what I could try is we could do one of these and hope that this just gives us a bunch of XP, or just happens to be the thing we're going for. But, I mean, it's probably not going to be the thing I'm going for, but... Okay, this is going to be something really difficult to craft, though. That's a good sign. Because we're only gaining like 8% per one of these, so... Whatever it is, it's gonna be something difficult. Or probably something that you get very late game. Ability here, so we don't have to do the tap. The tap seems to be one of the least consistent ones for me to do quick enough. Use the tap, just use the ability here, and then we'll go just immediately use the other ability.
I'll prepare you a dish to die for.
Tapping. I don't know what we got here, but I'm assuming it's a very late game recipe that we improvised. We like barely completed that. High flying ramen. A lot of XP. But if you need the high flying fish for that, that is quite a late game one. Carnivore chef. hoping that that's enough to take us over. I'm not gonna immediately try that because I'd rather try the one that it's okay if we fail this one. It's not okay if we fail the other one.
Haven't cooked like this in a while.
I think this run's kind of going kind of bad, so we'll see
I'll
if we do.
prepare you a dish to
It's gonna
die
be a
for.
successful one. Great work with... Oh, that is top quality, so likely I feel that means. Although we'll go spend our upgrade points here if we have enough to buy anything, because we have 5. Get more XP earned, faster spin action. Special skill charge rate's not necessarily bad. But that also doesn't help a whole lot here. Hold power, let's do the tap. And hopefully this Roast of Legend goes well. I don't really want to have to farm out the resources again for this. I keep having to do all the complicated stuff, so... You say we barely make the excellent? Yes. Yeah, this is just a bad mob. I actually just switched characters there and insta did it.
Haven't cooked like this in a while.
Fix this one. And we're done. Hopefully this is our excellent. Be so annoying if I have to go refarm stuff. So great work, please be top. Yes, so that should be enough to get myself to max rank on Trip. Or not Trip, but our shop over here.
Need something,
Okay, let's go deliver the final
Alrighty.
order.
Marco's counting on you. Thanks.
And now we can
Need
go buy more
something,
stuff.
eh?
Now I can just go... Actually, I should probably buy all 5 of these, that's really cheap. Buy the rest of these, because I don't think it's... At least I don't think I'm gonna run into a money problem doing this. There we go, crafted all of that. Kind of get through everything. Let's go buy some of these. I don't know how many I want. Probably, what, 10? Probably want more like 20. I don't know how many pieces of gear I'm gonna need to run this on.
Need something,
I don't even know if I actually have enough redux stones, but... Make drop rate really high now, finally. What, remake... I'm gonna want to select... most likely my current armor. Although, maybe I want to do these? Do the arcane set. We go put our trip in there. You can always use the wizard robe as the cosmetic. Blacksmithing's done, but also my blacksmithing is probably one of my best ones. I don't know if blacksmithing or carpentry is better, but they're both up there really high. So you get 1 item drop rate up, that's nice. It's actually the bad item drop rate. Most of the other things don't really seem to matter. Let's try another one of those with Trip on there and see how it goes. I think you can get 2 of those on there, unless I'm mistaken. Main thing is, I mean, I'm only gonna do my main set here, but, or a set for my characters, that if you want to optimize this, you're gonna want to put this on all your units as well. Which I'll probably do off camera tomorrow, just so I can properly make a, here's how you get your dark slate guide, and then I'll go open a bunch of those as well. So yeah, item drop rate, I don't know if you can get the 10% item drop rates on here, but that's double item drop rate there. So that one's done. What I should do is start equipping these onto Magician at least. So like that, then we need to go find our Arcane Helmet. Yeah, the Arcane Helmet's better, although I didn't try to recraft these with the like top quality, because they'll probably be better than they currently are at top quality, but that doesn't really matter a whole lot for what we're doing at the moment. I guess the one thing I do want to check is, can I actually put these on this? Because I felt like I couldn't before. No. And then I think you can put them on here. Yes. All the defensive stuff you can get your drop rate up on. And we need to get back down to wherever that stuff is. Okay, so next time around we'll need to scroll upwards instead of whatever I was doing there. So hopefully I have enough Redux stones to do this properly, although currently it looks like I might have to get some more, although getting Redux stones isn't that bad. Because well, when we run out, I'll demonstrate it, but you just go buy a bunch of the, this cape you can buy real close to the Redux Stone shop. And so you just buy a bunch of those capes, and then you go turn it into the Redux Stones. Because currently each cape is worth like 50% of it, and also, I mean, if you do a bunch of treasure rooms and other random stuff, you'll have a bunch of weapons and other stuff. With those weapons, you can either decide to sell them for Dash, which is most of what I've been doing. Or you could convert them in, although I think if you converted them into Dash and then bought capes, you'd get more Redux Stones. So, generally, that sounds like that's going to be the best way to go about doing that, and sadly, we didn't get drop rate here at all. Get extra dark resistance, but that is kind of irrelevant for what we're doing. So I want to make sure we're having everything equipped properly, because I don't entirely know how these things work, because I haven't done a whole lot of these. Just gonna do that. I'll have to figure out what I need to do to get full XP armor at some point here, or gear, or if it's kind of limited. ideally I get really high XP stuff as well, so I have a leveling set. Hey, please give us a drop rate this time around. We didn't get one last time. Yeah, we got one item drop rate, so we're gonna have to probably recraft this a couple more times. The buffed magic drop rate. I'll just continue redoing. So yeah, I definitely see that doing this, you're gonna burn through a lot of redux stones, and you're gonna burn through a lot of these appliques, because currently it seems like it's gonna take, what, 2 appliques per piece of armor, and then it's also gonna take 2 of them per, or 2 sets of redux stones, so you're gonna burn through redux stones really quickly doing this as well. I guess if I start getting an item drop rate set, I should, or not item drop rate, a XP set, I should make that the item drop rate set. And we didn't get it there. Keep our item drop rate. Guess we'll do XP since whatever that second one does really just doesn't matter for what we're doing. We continuing to use this? Yes, we were. So we're just getting incredibly unlucky, or I don't know how big of a boost this actually is. Get that item drop rate set, and then hopefully it just makes things better in the line. Ew, so now we got double item drop rate on that as well. So far, we're slowly going up. I do wonder if you can get... well, I don't know. I guess I don't remember if you can age armor, but if you can age armor, I do wonder if you can get, item drop rate through that as well, and then it just starts stacking up like crazy. The only thing is it's going to be really annoying to age armor like that. And then... just equip everything. You have the arcane green parrot things on her, gloves on. Sorcerers. Actually know what these look like, sadly. There's the arcane boots. And then we'll just have to look to see if there's a better cape we can craft. Actually look at the cape right now. Honestly, out of this, just go for this cape probably. And I mean, it's not that, at least I don't think this is too bad. I don't actually know where these things come from. Yeah, nothing's too bad there. We need the pink silk. So just get that cape crafted. And I would assume there's still potentially a better armor set than what I have, because I haven't quite made Tailor to Heroic, and I haven't really evaluated if Blacksmithing gave me a better armor set for hitting Heroic. This. now we've got our pink silk, so we should just be able to go craft that cape. It's actually making me a little concerned that my tailoring is not actually good enough for some of this. But then again, I don't necessarily need this to be the perfect cape at the moment. This is mostly just to have a cape that is somewhat reasonable. We even select the right one. Let's go select that, and then hopefully we get at least one item drop rate onto here. I think this one I'll have to redo later once I set tailoring up better. But I haven't invested into tailoring because I kind of just did the bare minimum to get done with the quest, or the shop thing that we just leveled up. Because for what it's not a whole lot of stuff that is universally applicable on tailoring. Although, if I invested more into the armor sets, I guess there kind of is universal applicability towards tailoring, but that hasn't been what I've been doing. I also saw that there's, I think, a really cool dragon armor set you can get from... I don't entirely know where you get it all, but I saw somebody posted a screenshot where they got it from the shop in Kinnermosia, so recommend looking into that at some point, or I might look into it myself if I end up finding a piece, but I don't know how rare that is. We got double item drop rate on our first try. That's the 10% drop rate. Let's take the one thing though, is I don't know, what is the 10% drop rate allowed to be on? Is it allowed to be on everything, or is it just certain things? I also have to look in to see if I want to craft another one of these. Yeah, that's nice. So now we got 3 more pieces to go through. Or I guess we won't be on remake. Oh, let's start with pants. Oh, I forgot to put the... Now I'm just gonna quit this and see how much it refunds. I know that's gonna do it, I just don't know how much that's gonna refund. Some of my materials have been refunded. I don't know how much we lost, it didn't track. I feel like we might have lost 2 or 3 there, though. Wonder if the cap is 2,000? That's kind of what that looks like the cap might be, although, of course, I don't know what would happen if you craft 3 of the true hammer of times when everyone else is maxed out, so maybe the cap is actually 2,500. Or the cap is just kind of random, and there isn't really a specific cap. And no item drop rates, sadly. Do that, because we don't really care about any of those at the moment. Unlucky starting. Luckily, I've leveled up things a lot in blacksmithing, so tapping is very doable. Hey, one item drop rate. We got a lot more to go. And I guess we'll do water resistance. We're gonna have no resistances on these when we're done though. I do need to investigate if you can get the 10% drop rate on everything, or if that's like limited to capes and charms, and maybe your glasses or eyewear. Okay, we got another item drop rate, so we're done with our boots finally. Do the gloves, and then the pants we'll do last. Though I'll have to go farm redux stones out here, so I'll show you how to get a bunch of those. Oh, nice double item drop rates. Maybe I can do it without having to go farm stuff. We're so close. Probably don't actually need a whole lot of redux stones at the rate that's going. But also, some of the other ones could be like 5 crafts, so who knows. I only have enough for 1 recraft, so depending on how lucky this is, will depend on what happens here, but should be a lot better for item drops here. Be able to immediately go test this out on the shadow enemies and see if they're dropping the slates more frequently. If they are, then that's gonna make making a guide on that way easier. And we got 1 item drop rate, so we'll need at least 1 more recraft here. Let's do the SP, because the SP is of course nice. Since I am a little tempted to craft, or just test it out, but I do want to just get it to max, because it shouldn't take that long. I mean, I don't think the arcane gear is best for the item rate drop rate, it's just the gear I'm using. Because I think just about all the gear can get plus 5% on both of them. I was mostly just doing arcane gear because I'm a magician. So you might be able to get, I mean, if you like one of the other gears better, or it's better for your specific character, it might be better to do that. I mean, the other thing is, it doesn't really matter what equipment you do it on, because you can go into the outfit section and, like, customize your characters. So, like, if I want to wear the arcane hat but not have it equipped, you can do that, so... Technically, you probably want to do it in whatever the best armor set is in the game. And then... just do it on there, and you don't have to worry about it. Now we're gonna farm our arcane structure out. which is basically just buying a bunch of these until they patch. But yeah, if you basically want to put your item drop rate on the best gear you can craft, unless you don't want to do that gear for whatever reason. Yes, it is the true time staff I'm using. Because yeah, I recently crafted that because somebody in the comments section was like, or at least they commented that they were having difficulty crafting it, and I wanted to verify that you could craft it despite having it unlocked, and then I gotta go re-age this at some point because it's just not optimal yet, because I did it was a 700-year age, and it'd probably be better to do a 1000-year age. And how many I've got? I guess we have 26. Just take that up to 30, and that's probably enough. Now I gotta go claim a couple more of the true patterns, because I haven't gotten them all yet either, just because some of the time gear is kind of expensive to craft. And I don't really have all the resources to just do that, and also it's very expensive to take your gear up to the true version of the time gear. Let's filter to cape. And yeah, this is just funny, but this is how this works. It's basically a 2-to-1 conversion. And it's probably better to sell your weapons that you don't want and just buy more capes instead of converting them into redux stones. Because, like, I mean, that one might be a bad example, but, like, yeah, this is what, worth 50, and I bet if I sell this, I can get, like, 5 grand and then buy 10 capes or something, or way more than 10 capes. Now we can go remake our last piece and hopefully get our item crafting, our drop rate up to max. And then I'm not going to do this here, but if you want your item drop rate to be even higher, you're going to want to put it on all your companions, I'm pretty sure. Which would be very time intensive and resource intensive, but more so on the time intensive, as redux stones aren't that bad to get due to that cape that you can kind of just buy a bunch of and then immediately sell. And just like that, hopefully we get it here on our last craft, and then I don't know, look at the eyepiece after that and see if I can get one. We're gonna have to do it again. I was hoping that was gonna be the last one. Make sure everything's good, so I'm just gonna do this again, but likely we would have been fine. I will say the one disappointing thing about like the true staff of time is I think it's better to just run the elemental weapons if you're into like an enemy that is weak to something. So like if you're into a fire enemy, I think it's just stronger to run like the water staff if you can craft the legendary version of it. Or if you're into like a dark enemy, it'd be better to run the light staff, just because you're going to get the damage bonuses. Though if you're into something that doesn't have a weakness, it wouldn't matter. And then it becomes the best item. But that's just how things work. It'd be kind of nice if they wanted it to be like the end game, everybody must run it item, then it would be better for it to just do it on I don't know, have rainbow element and just hit everything. So, actually no, maybe alchemy. Okay, so that's not where I want to go. Might just be better to check this to see if there's any obvious ones. That doesn't look too bad, so let's try crafting this, and we'll see if we can get item drop rate. Actually, I want to make sure this is the right thing. Yeah, that one is the right one. I do want to see if we can get crazy item drop rate on the classes as well. Looks like I'll have to go figure out where to get monster crystals. If I need to craft this again for my companions, although it might make sense to just put really easy to craft cheap stuff on my companions. Because it doesn't matter as much if they're taking a bunch of damage, although it still isn't going to be bad if they're on better gear.
With a kablam!
And then hopefully we get double item drop rate on our craft like we did with the charm, or no, the cave. We instantaneously got double item drop rate. Oh, we only got one. Please be the 10%er though. I gotta go look at that outside of here. So it looks like I need to invest more into alchemy. Glasses. Item drop rate. So yes, that is the 10% one. Yeah, it's more of the... In some cases, it's going to just be better to run the XP up, but it's also just because we're doing item drop rate at the moment, we'll run the item drop rate. And then we'll just recraft this again. We don't want to do that quite yet. We want to go for our third applique, and hopefully we get that last 5% drop rate. Unless you can get double 10% drop rate, then that would be even better.
With a kablam!
Ooh, is it getting hot in here?
Oh, please give us that last drop rate so I don't have to go buy a bunch more redux stones. Yes, I also need to recraft this again in the future, but I don't have to roll for stats when I'm doing that. I'm just rolling for better crafting tier. Okay, so now I want to go... I guess we're kind of going to the castle here, so that if you don't want to see that yet, then you might want to look away. I don't think I put the... Yes, I did, so... Everything's fully item drop rated. We'll just go into the castle now and see how many enemies it takes to kill to get one of those slates. So far, that's not a good sign. We didn't do anything there, but also the drop rate can be like Actually, I kind of want to take this off for the moment. We'll kill the group of enemies in here, so we've got a bunch of bolts over here. Please drop. Slates.
Here we
I'm
go.
increasingly thinking it's just better to attempt to do this in the treasure groves, as it seems like the drop rate's higher.
Fine. Here we go. Take that. Here we go. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you don't target. Don't you just miss your big super attack?
Here, use this.
Surprised we haven't actually gotten a single thing to drop.
There.
And definitely, it's probably more efficient to do this in the treasure grove. But I don't have the edge grove set to do this. And again, I guess if I put that on all my companions, I get the drop rate up even higher.
Here, use this.
Not ready to use this on Carrots, apparently.
Here, use
Carrots
this.
seem to be very good at dodging. They're the boss enemy.
There you are. Take that. Take that. Here, use this.
And so far, I'm thinking that this may be more viable in the treasure grove, but I also think companions before making the definitive determination. Because if you can farm it in here instead of the treasure grove, it's probably more convenient. But we've only gotten one so far, and we've cleared quite a few.
Here you are. Take that.
And yeah, nothing got dropped from that. Yes, I think after this, we'll go back and try to hopefully find some enemy room in the treasure grove.
Here, use this.
And then try it. So we've gotten, what, 2 now?
Here we go.
It's at least, I think, better than when I was doing this earlier, because I was only getting like 1 for a whole lot of this, but I was hoping it to be quite a bit higher. We just got 2 of them. I don't know, maybe my luck was just really bad. Let's go, quickly refresh this. But I think either way, it's worth getting the drop rate up further by fully equipping your other characters. And nothing from the wolves. Yeah, so I don't know, the drop rate must still be pretty low, although I think it is better than before doing this, just because quite a bit lower drop rate before equipping all this. I think with Paladin, you can put it on the shield, so if you're a Paladin player, you can have slightly higher drop rate than the rest of us.
Hello.
I think we just get really lucky. We've not replicated that luck at all yet. Finally got our first drop the second run. Also probably worth trying out Don Woolley and seeing if I'm not gonna do that boss just because that takes a while. Actually more interested in speedrunning back down there with ghosts. Just because I'm wondering if the ghosts have a higher drop rate than the others. But we also have really no indication that that's the case. We get a bunch from the ghosts every time, so it might be worth only from the ghosts.
Here, use this. Top of the culinary war.
Yeah, I think I got insanely lucky the first time around, and that's really what was going on there.
Nothing beats the joy of killing. Here you are.
No drop rate from that one. Yeah, so the drop rate is still very low. I'll have to go... I'll probably do this not currently right now, but at some point I'll have to go set up my companions with drop rate gear and then try this again. Because I think the drop rate is better, but it's not, like, too crazy yet. And if I set it up on the companions, I think it goes from, like, the, well, plus 100% bonus, so it's like I'm getting basically double drop rate at the moment. I think that's how much it is. It actually calculate this out. Well, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. Pull it up to 80, and then we have 95. No, it's almost 2x. I don't think I have anything random to equip on these characters. Pull it up to the full double. This is actually, we do. So now we technically do have double drop rate. The one thing, this might take a moment to get one, but I do want to try fighting one of those King Woolies and see if I can get 2 antlers from them. Because I think I've had them drop 2 antlers before, but generally they only drop 1. And 1 antler is not enough. Please be the Woolly. Oh nice, we got our Woolly on the first attempt. To get over here, we can go try to see if this King Woolly drops a bunch of stuff or not.
Yo! Here! Here you are.
Although, I honestly would expect it to be a lot bigger impact once I set up the other companions.
There you are. Here we go. Here, use this. Here. Here we go. Don't hurry. I'm fine. Here, use this. Here you are.
I guess if I get everything set up, maybe on one day I'll do another live stream of see the results of the full drop set armor on all the canyons in the castle. Yeah, I think we just got the meat and the horn. Mostly, like, double horn would be really nice because I don't like that I have to kill like 10 of these to get a single one of the true time weapons crafted, or items. Because it's very expensive to get 10 Dawn, or legendary Dawn horns for this. And this is by far the best pickaxe in the game because it's substantially higher than that. I mean, I haven't gotten all the, or really turned in slates yet, so I wanted to kind of do that in a single video without having to do a bunch of separate recordings. But I did pull one of them just to see how it worked, and this is what I got, which I think basically just matches this, and I would assume the true version of the sword is higher stats, though of course I would assume this is the dark element on it, so this would probably be better into specific enemies. I think we can do one treasure grove here, and then I'll probably stop the stream. Although I guess my treasure trove right now is kind of bad. I mean, we could do it anyways. What random thing did I do here? Just extra materials. They have a lot of those for extra materials. Enough for replanting. I might replant this at least once, because this is kind of bad. And I don't really want to do a pumpkin. Although, I mean, the pumpkin isn't absolutely horrible, but it's just not that great. So, if I set it by QuickNet Canyons to 1, that might be interesting to try. And I also think that because I do want to try basically crafting, I think, I'm not sure which element it is, but I do want to craft whatever element that's super effective in the wind. It might be this, from what I was reading online, but I haven't tested this, and super effective into that should be a little better, but yeah, I mean, lowering the level would make it a lot faster for the Dons, because so I could do that. Which this one. Yep. No, surprisingly with the legendary trees, I've been surprised that the time doesn't seem too bad on that. But I think, I don't know, first, I want to get a couple saplings. I think it was like somewhere over there. I'll go check the merchant before that. Can't wait for this merchant to have something I just can't afford, but is super rare, because that's happened a couple. Well, that hasn't happened too often, but it's happened here and there. Where like he'll be selling a rare item and it's too expensive. Matter too much. We have anything rare in here? I don't think so. Now time to go get a couple saplings and hopefully land at least one rare item. I mean, the thing I hope for the most is the Poseidon fish, because I need that for,
There.
I think, crafting the true fishing rod of time.
There.
Yeah, I don't think this was the right
Here we
way.
go. There. I'm in hot water now.
Yeah, it's that one.
Here, use this.
Basically, what we'll do is we'll kill this mimic. We'll use the door, replant our tree, and then we'll kill the mimic again. And hopefully land something interesting.
There. There. Here, use this.
Get some extra celestial. Yeah.
Here we go.
Always useful just because there's a lot of items to buy with those, and then there's also a lot of strangeling things to do post-game, because despite me having converted all of the strangelings, it doesn't, or I mean, you still have a lot you can spend on powering them up eventually. Please be a rare fish. Aw, that's not what I wanted. Although, I do kind of want to try that out. I think since I want to try that out, I'll just get there and then kill things in there, and then if it's decent, that'll set me up to make a good video probably at tomorrow, because it's like 10:30 at this point, so I'll probably not do that today, but I'll be able to do a good video on... Here's how you get all the dark slates, because I want to verify that that is better than going in the castle and killing stuff, although going in the castle and killing stuff is going to be more convenient at all times.
Here, use this. There. There. Here, use this.
I guess I don't have to kill anything again, this is just the wrong one. Sadly, farming's like my least invested into things, because no matter how many times I plant things, I just don't get the bosses.
Cheer up. Eat some veggies.
You're gonna make us fight you?
Never panic in the kitchen. Or that. Here, use this.
Combine all this cabbage real quickly here.
Don't give up, no matter what. Don't give up, no matter what.
I'm not surprised I haven't gotten an Eternian fruit from either of those, 'cause I feel like normally when I do farming, it's like the fastest to get an Eternian fruit.
Hello?
And that's a fishing room, which doesn't really matter for what I'm doing, although probably it's kind of optimal to catch those just because there's so many random fish that can be in there, because I think generally for the treasure grove it can be almost any fish you can run into in the game.
Hi.
And there's probably a couple fish that are exclusive to the treasure grove. Let's go do the shadow carrots. Those are more interesting because I haven't unlocked them properly
Don't
yet.
give up, no matter what.
I guess means I probably should be doing all the treasure grove farming bosses. It's just I don't feel like doing them because they're not exciting.
Cheer up and eat some
Despite
veggies.
constantly needing resources from them at this point too. Oh, I'll go
Don't
kill those
give up,
sharks
no
everywhere.
matter
So we get
what.
any drops. Yeah, I really need to invest into the true hoe of time just to get this faster. Although I'm kind of working on the axe and the pickaxe, but they generally have more utility than the farming. I already got a slate on the first one, that's a good sign.
Here, use this.
Is the drop rate really just that much better in the previous one? Okay, well that's 2 for 3 at the moment.
There you are.
Yeah, so we could try the... Well, actually, I don't know if the just generic Darkwood can do that, but I know the luminous ones can.
Hmm.
And we're very close to being able to test how significant of a buff this is. I'll just do the monster room because maybe we'll run into some more shadow enemies in here. We'll see how big of a drop rate buff that is to shadow enemies.
Here we go. Take that. Here we go. There. Here, use this.
And we'll just go ahead straight up here, and hopefully this is actually not the way to the exit, so when we have to go U-turn towards the other one, we go to the exit as we're wrapping up the whole dungeon.
Top of the culinary world. Here, use this.
It's also one of the better floors, because
There.
like, I can't believe I had 47 enemies in the run I did, because I did a run that I did a video on, and I had 47 enemies at floor not for the year 900, and it just took forever.
Here, use this. Here, use this.
We got all those snakes out. Sadly, that's the exit, which means we have to run all the way to the other side of this place to fight the remaining, what, 3 enemies? Surprise, there's gotta be more than 3 enemies in that room, because it seems really low. I guess there is only 3 enemies in here.
Here we go.
Like, expecting this to be the exit and to finish it in the other room. Grab this chest in hopes that we get something interesting. A sack of gold.
Hi.
Yeah, stuck running all the way back down here.
Yo!
And now time to do some proper
Hello?
testing, because I think actually kind of wish there was more enemies in here, but I think the big rule with this is to just not kill the enemies, and then you leave at the end.
Take that! Here, use this.
And we're just getting destroyed by the first ghost we run into.
There! Poor thing. He must be starfish. There. Take that. Here you are. There. Here we go. Take that. There.
And so far, it's starting to seem like we just got lucky with the first couple sharks we ran into.
There.
And I don't know. The more I do, the more substantially better this seems than doing the castle. Though if it is a level-related thing, I would assume you can get the castle to match the level here. So this isn't that crazy.
There. Here you are. There.
We can go open a couple of these.
Thanks. You're a sweetheart.
And see if I get anything interesting. I'm mostly going for that, the black motorcycle of the dragon. Okay, so far this is definitely the way to go for doing this. It's just less convenient than the treasure grove because you kind of have to farm it as you have it, and then not accidentally mess it up.
I'm lucky to have a pal like you. Here we go. Here, use this.
Yeah, I think if I had this in all companions, probably every enemy would be dropping their record.
I'm fine. There. That was a close.
Yeah, I think we kill the sharks and then we don't kill the wolf and we just back out.
Never panic in the kitchen or battle.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure you just give up after this. Yeah, so I'm 75. I don't want a title screen. Now we can go turn in like 40 of these. Or, I don't know. I guess worst case scenario, I turned in a bunch of these and I need to go figure out how to extract it from the video. Or the recording here. That we do 10 at a time.
Extraordinary.
So we get some new recipes. Divine Hoe, so you can get more than just dark items, I assume. Great Hammer. Dark Beast's hat. That's a cool hat. Venus Frying Pan. Devilish House A. That's nice. Dragon Bone Brush. Violet Rod. Durazed Needle. Summer Claws.
Alright then.
I want to actually go look at a bunch of those and see if they're better than the true time weapons or stuff. We actually want to go into recipes. So it's 382, which this one's probably a bad one to look at. 402, that one's at minimum better than this already, and this is a supreme recipe. It's not even the legendary recipe. It probably has a legendary variant. What else we get? We got legendary Violet Rod, which sadly is lower than the True Rod of Time for at least base stats. But the one positive thing is even if these aren't or don't end up being insanely great items, you can go use them as skins if some of them look pretty nice. 382, which is... and again, that's only notable. That one might end up being absurdly high at the end if you can get higher tiers of it. Divine Hoe is also kind of Well, it's better than the base one, but also it's only notable at 382, so that could be really high as well. I don't know. And then looking in here, I do want to make that hat at some point. Yeah, the Dark Beast hat looks pretty cool. Although I have to go figure out where to get a Monster Crystal, Crystal Behemoth. I hope that that's not exclusive to the Treasure Grove, though it likely is. Do 10 more of these.
What do we have? Extraordinary.
Get some more new recipes. We get the Bench of the Chosen, Underworld Rug, Dark Beast Gloves. I actually kind of want to get the full set for that. Occult Low Table, Radish Needle Legendary. Okay, so that'll be interesting to go look at that one. Big Cactus. Apocalypse Sword. That sword looks cool. Absolutely need to go craft that. Devilish Square. Darkness Eating Chest. We got some random ceiling spray.
Yeah.
Okay, so where's that Apocalypse Sword? This is 435. I need to get. I need to craft this, which I could do and go verify it, but this might actually be on par with the true Sword of Time. Once we get the legendary variant of it. $429. This one's definitely better. I'm not sure it's the best though, because I would assume that the legendary Needle of Time is, or the true Needle of Time is, what, yeah, probably $495. But either way, if these look better, you can equip them as the cosmetic item. $55.95 base. I don't know what the arcane one was base. Don't know, but I might be getting close. Go look through all that and do another round of 10. And then
What do we have? Extra.
see what we get. We get Beckoning Street Lamp. Arcanite Shield. I'll have to look into that one. Demon Wings. I gotta put those on. Glorious Shrub. Otherworldly Wardrobe. Cursed Fence. And we got a lot of items that are kind of slowing down on the
Alright then.
blueprints.
What do we have? Extra.
Hero gives a set of armor as well. Generally, it seems like Hero has not given in any armor. I mean, even for Magician, Hero didn't give an armor set. It's mostly with, like, blacksmithing it might have. I don't remember. So, that's just kind of how that works. So, as far as I'm aware, hitting Master is the one that gives you the armor set, and then maybe Blacksmithing gives you another set for some random stuff at hero rank. And I'd assume Tailor might also give you something extra at rank, but those are kind of the crafting lives. But sadly, hitting hero for like Magician didn't give me anything extra. Although it seems like what we're getting in here might actually be the Heroes of Alibaba Saw.
Alright then. Yeah.
Although, I don't know, I mean, there's a lot of just wizard sets, it seems. But, yeah, sadly there's not a hero set. Which honestly leaves it open for them to at some point add more ranks or another rank on top of these. which maybe they'll do. I mean, we are getting a free update at some point, but I don't know when that will happen or what it's going to include, but they did in a big update at some point. They could add another rank. I don't know. $382 for base. And this one might also be on par with soft time. I do kind of want to get one of these that is 402 for Supreme. I think very unlikely going to shoot all the way up, but that also looks really cool for an axe. Probably should have tried doing this sooner. Arcanite Shield. Okay, that one is very interesting. That is substantially higher than the Shield of Time. This is gonna be so painful to get all the resources for, because, well, I guess maybe it won't be that bad if I get lucky on one behemoth, or crystal behemoth in the treasure grove, assuming that's the only place you actually run into that. There's one other enemy that drops it, but I kind of need the crystal behemoth. Please give me the max on one of the recipes that I can compare to the Legend of Time version. Dark Giant Stew. Dragon's Despair, that's only Supreme. Supreme Divine Hoe.
Alright.
We got like no recipes there.
What do we
So I think kind of what's happening here is we're knocking out so many of the recipes that are more common. Okay, so we finally got Legendary Divine Hoe. Black Magic Dress, that's nice.
Alright then. Yeah.
$492 or $429, so likely there may be another one of these. Either way, though, I'd probably equip the skin for this, because that one looks pretty nice. $429. So yeah, like, sadly that's not, I don't think that's more affordable than this. About the same, actually. Not actually, the Violet Rod is substantially more expensive than the True Red of Time. That's $422, and that's $402. Some of these it's kind of hard to tell, because I feel like they might match or be better than some of the fully geared ones, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Easier to receive. Random cactus there. Bed of Terror. Should get that. Yeah, I'll give it 15 more. I'll have to go farm more. The Dragon Breaker, that's a cool pickaxe. Dragon Gun Brush. Tenebryon Bow. Sinister Seafood Bow. Mat of Darkness. Shirazed Needle. Sultan's Toilet. The toilet's gonna eat me now when I sit on it. Apocalypse Armor. That's a pretty cool set of armor.
Alright then.
And we'll do our last
What
5
do we
here.
have?
I'll have to go farm one more of these. Black Magic Hat. Alibaba Saw Legendary.
Alright then. Yeah.
I keep going into that menu. We get the Dragon Breaker at 402 for Supreme. Very unlikely to outscale the True Pickaxe of Time. You can make your comparisons on the Saw here. 429. I mean, it is better, but it's not better than the true Saw of Time, which is what I'm more interested in finding, is if there's something that's better than the true Time versions of something. 303, 290, that's something notable. I mean, it's clearly going to be better than the Bow of Time, but I don't think it's going to be better than the Heavenly Arrow Shot. And some of these, I'm wondering if there's potentially multiple tools you can get in here. And there's, I mean, clearly multiple armor sets you can get. It's like we got this Apocalypse armor. I don't think they have any other piece to this. Although, yeah, if you're gonna farm this Apocalypse armor out, you're gonna be spending a lot of time trying to farm those Heart of Darknesses. Wow, that is insanely high. 257 magic defense and defense. Though I guess this might count as both your or both pieces of armor, so it might not be that crazy that it's that high, but it's still really high for what it is. We got like the Wizard Masters set. Just see where that starts. Yeah, that's substantially better than the Sorcerer's Robe you get from hitting Master on Wizard. Refilter to rank 5. Yeah, that's a lot better than the Arcane Cutlass. Not that much crazier compared to the defense on the Pegasus plate, but it's still crazy because it's both stats at 290. Or 257. Yeah, it just seems insanely high. Sadly, I don't have any proper thing, I think, to compare it to, unless it is just the best in slot. Although if it consumes both slots, it's not necessarily the best for drop rate up. That might be it for what I've gotten at the moment, though. I am very interested to see where this Apocalypse sword lands. Honestly, let's just craft the sword, and then we can see if the Apocalypse sword even looks like the legendary variant can beat out the Sword of Time. pattern. I think after I compare this, I will end the stream here, and then I'm gonna try to have a video out on Monday for getting the Slate of Time, or not the Slate of Time, but like the Dark Slates, and then also try to get a big pull for that video. So maybe I'll see if I can get like 100 or plus for that video. And there'll be a bunch of pulls that happen, and you can kind of see some of the rare stuff, and then at the end of that, I'll go over all the stuff I got. And I'm hoping I get the Black Dragon Cycle from it. So now we need to go talk to that Panther. Luckily that Panther's like at all locations. We get our True Sword of Time. And then we go check the Sword of Time and compare it to this Apocalypse. So we're looking to beat 433 or 35. I would say there's a very small chance this happens. It's definitely going to be better than the Apple Slicer, but I'm not sure it's going to match the True Sword of Time raw stats-wise, though if it has an element, it'll be better than the True Sword of Time into certain things. Because if it's... I mean, it's just the Apocalypse Sword, I would assume this is like Dark Element or something. And it'll probably be better than the Sword of... or True Sword of Time into Darkness. Actually not that bad price-wise, but also I think that the Sultan Stones you could only get from the Heart of Darkness, and I just happen to have a bunch already, so I can kind of craft this whenever. Is the Merchant somewhere of interest? Please, before I stop, grab the carrot too. No, the Merchant is still in the same spot, but I want to grab that legendary carrot because it's already up.
Hi.
Marker. Like used to going to the blue marker, and the blue marker's on something else. I'll have to go figure out what that's on.
Hi. Don't give up, no matter what. Cheer up, I need some veggies.
Oh, that's what the marker is. Teammate is standing on the spot that makes it.
Cheer up, I need some veggies.
The funny thing is, I mean, probably it's better to hit this with X until I get it up higher, but I beat this thing so fast. I'm just spamming the charged attack. 3 legendary king spots. That might be a new record for me. I think what I need like 4 or 5 of them in one go, and that's just fully set up for aging another piece of gear. so I'm going to end the stream here, and thank you all for watching, and especially thank you to Rex7 or REX7, whatever you go by, and Wrath of Canada for commenting and engaging with me. Thank you. And I'll see you probably again on Monday if you want to tune in again. And thank you for watching. See you next time if you're